What's up, YouTube? Practice is the only thing that really loves you back. Nothing loves you back like practice. Practice itself is love. Following the Tao is the greatest form of practice, and whatever that entails is the greatest form of love. As you give to the process, then you receive that love from the process. Like, for instance, like the more that you receive, the more that I was given, the more that I got what I wanted, the things that I wanted or thought I wanted, the more apathy grew within me. But the more that I gave what I needed to give, the more I could fall in love with the process, or rise in love with the process, however you want to word it. But love itself is practice. You know, that's really about it, man. The more that you practice, the more at peace you'll be. That's really about it. So 'cause as you're practicing, you're receiving by practicing. The whole process of practicing is love. You're giving love. Or whatever you want, however you want to define that sensation or that feeling of oneness, that comes from the practice. And the more you practice, the more perfect you are. Practice is perfection. You know, that's the reality. It's a constant practice, a constant undoing, a constant teaching yourself to unlearn. So practice is love. You know, that's what true love is. True love is practice. You know, it gives back to you as you give to it. So there's nothing that can compare to the love from practicing what you love. That's it. You know, if you're talking about purpose or anything like that, practice is purpose. Practice is perfect. So practice is really the ticket. That's the key, really. And it's practicing eternity. If you want to ask me, if you want to go in depth, that I'm forever grateful that I've been given the opportunity, or I've been given the eternity to practice eternity. So as you get into the process of falling in love with the process, it's impossible for you to not be grateful, you know, to be great filled, you know, like that. You know, that's it. That's really about it. It's really simple. I really didn't need that much time for this video, but I'll go into some other things, some other posts that I posted recently. But to me, that's really all anyone needs to know. 2020 Tantra on Amazon. Check that out. 2020 Tantra on Amazon. Info in the description if you want to contact me in any way, shape, or form. If you want to fast with me or whatever. Fasting every weekend of September in Kings Canyon, California. Yeah, so contact me. Info in the description. We could do weekdays too if you want to work it out, but definitely the weekends for sure. Again, that's just practice. You know, to me, that's just another form. That's an extension of practice. You know, practicing self-care. You can't care if you see separation, and practice is the only thing that brings you back to that oneness, back to that stillness, that source of everything. And when the silence within you there's no separation between the silence within you and around you, that's where expression meets. I mean, that's where expression is had, where silence meets. That's where expression does its thing. That's where it unfolds. So that's really about it, man. It's really just going to come down to the practice. The practice is the greatest form of love, the greatest form of giving, receiving. It's everything in one. There's nothing that can even compare to practicing, you know, eternity. So yeah, I guess I'll just leave it at that. 2020 Tantra on Amazon. Check me out on Instagram. The info's in the description. Again, you can fast with me if you want. I've been on a tangent lately, so check out the Facebook too. Whatever, just hit me up whenever, however, and practice. Practice is perfect, and the more simple, the more pure. You know, so that's it. It's just about constant practice, and you have to have humility to even practice like that. So the more that, you know, humility, again, is you being lower, putting yourself lower so that you can receive everything, just like the ocean is lower than all rivers, and that's why it receives everything. So receive the world by practice. Practice is the way to the way.